What is up, internet? My name is Thomas, and today we're actually going to be talking about the foam roller. So a little bit off course from cryotherapy, sticking with the theme. Like I said, we've been mixing it up. Basically, the reason I'm talking about this today is because I have a lot of people who come in who are doing cryotherapy, and for the most part, cryotherapy is always going to be helpful in relieving some kind of injury. Sometimes cryotherapy is, the only option, like in a rheumatoid arthritis patient or something like that. I mean, versus like over-the-counter drugs or something. But like I said, not always. Sometimes foam rolling, sometimes some heat therapy, physical therapy, deep tissue massage, something along those lines could do you a lot of good. And given that the foam roller is just kind of readily abundant, kind of everywhere, and no one really understands, well, that's not true. A lot of people don't understand. I figured I would just do a quick run through on what this guy's all about. So basically, I'm sure you guys have all had knots before. Basically when your muscle just tightens up in one spot. I feel like my shoulder's pretty tight. Actually right now, maybe I should do some foam rolling. But basically what happens is that your muscle adheres together, almost like fuses together, for lots of reasons. It could be during the recovery process. It could be just because it's sat in one way for so long that it's kind of just adhered that way. Could just be that it's like constantly contracting. There's a lot of things, and with it as it is, being in the position of contracted like at that, basically it's hard to get blood flow to it, and sometimes that can mean that there's like builds-ups of toxins and things like that. I'm not a huge believer in the whole toxins thing, but I figured I'd just throw it in. You know what I mean? So, what is the purpose of this guy? Basically, it's just a deep tissue massage. It'd be the same exact thing. Well, I mean, almost the same exact thing. You'd probably get a little more accurate, but basically, the best way to do it is to do it before you're working out, or like, well, that's not actually true. Do it before your workout if you're looking to get a little more flexibility in your workout. It's not going to make you stronger or anything like that, nothing crazy, but what it's going to do is it's going to loosen the area. So wherever it is, I mean, actually I would be like laying on it and like rolling and try to roll everything out, but it's going to basically trigger that muscle, basically where it hurts, you're rolling on that, right? To try and get it to trigger as if, you were using it. Because like that pain and like that happening basically signals to your body that we have something going on here that isn't right, and it needs to be fixed. And so it'll go to work fixing it, provided you're actually able to get in there and give it the works, and make it hurt a little bit, basically, so it can open back up. And that's also why it helps with your flexibility, range of motion, maneuverability, so on and so forth. Right now, for example, I have something weird going on with the bottom of my tricep. In the spot where there's not really a ton of muscle, and it feels like there's some tightness coming up, and I think it's because I throw too many jabs. But yeah, so guys, it's super simple. These things are super cheap. If you feel like you're got some tightness, if you feel like something is kind of just like hurting you on like a muscular level, it doesn't feel like something that's really bad, that you feel like you probably just need a massage, this guy would be your I won't know if your best option, but definitely a really good option, and potentially a go-to. It'd be cheaper than massage, so hey. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of short, but I mean, it's not a lot to talk about. It's just a foam roller. So until next video, hope you enjoy. Drop a like if you did, and till next time. Peace.